that was really cool. Gavin had one come in flying and I think nipped him. I don't know, I wasn't really looking that well, but she went around hot a couple times and I watched her swim right back and she went to my feet and then nosed right up on that live scope pole. I mean like this far from it, just like looking at it. And I don't know, she kind of went that way. I threw my walk the dog back there and she came back around the boat and went right to the pole again. And then she just swam off again. Pretty wild, super weird, but we've had a couple follows. We're kind of expected them to not be super fired up right now. More looking forward to the evening because it's been super hot and a lot of boats out here. So I think nighttime's gonna be the ticket. We're getting pretty close to the witching hour here tonight. Been seeing a few fish, getting a few follows going, but we're preparing for darkness. We'll see what happens. You never know with these things. Well, like Gavin said, we're waiting on the darkness. And I said that earlier. I didn't think they'd be very active until dark. Big full moon tonight, so we are going to stay a little bit after dark and see if we can't get it done. Got it. Hey there, puppy. Sweet. Gosh, we have been sticking it out for these stupid mosquitoes. Finally got one to go. Gavin just had a super nice fish up on a cowgirl, and it went around, I don't know, 4 or 5 times on him. And he could see it in the moonlight and would not go, but we just got the first one. Get it in the net buddy here. Not going nowhere now. Well, Minnesota muskies probably don't see too many catfishes, but a good buddy of mine and a client makes this bait down in Virginia, Ryan Painter. It's a catfish, and it is a very good night bait. Last year we talked a lot about how some nights you want a real loud bait, some nights you want a quiet bait. Well, Gavin's throwing a cowgirl on the front, a well broke in cowgirl, so it's a pretty loud bait. So I went with a little quieter bait in the back. This thing's got that big blunt head, so it pushes a lot of water, and that tail just sits back here and just kicks nice and slow. And that is what that fish wanted. First fish of the night. Well, let's get her out of the bag. Really nice fish. Sweet. Awesome, super pretty thick fish. Start the night off. Let's get her on the bump. Alright. 48 3/4. Super nice fish. Really pretty. Well, hopefully this is the start of a good window. Let's get her back. Well, welcome back to Mayhem's 10,000 Cast. Awesome. Let's get these lights off so we can get rid of these mosquitoes. it's pretty cool. That fish there is on a new prototype from St. Croix. Gavin came down yesterday, brought a couple prototypes. That is a very sensitive rod, I can tell you that, because I felt every bit of that bite on that fish. And right here's what I'm doing. Just nice and slow retrieve. Just super slow. And this is actually Brad's rod. I didn't have my slow gear tranks in, so I stole his old Conquest here. So I could slow down tonight. I have a hard time doing that. So what you can do is get you an old round reel like this. It's not a high gear ratio reel, and you just slow roll that bait in. But got the grasp. Definitely a big fan of that anymore. I really like that grasp. So we're gonna keep after it here, and hopefully these icons that we raised these fish on earlier still have fish on them. If we got a window open. Got him. Got him. Not a big one.
Boom. Finally, we got her to go. Did that one little turn and she latched onto her. A few close calls throughout the day like that, and they finally made her happen.
Good job.
Awesome.
He stole Carrie's grenade to catch a fish. I think we're in a window. Get some pliers, get her unhooked so we can get back at it.
Ouch. We got me good.
You get hooks?
No, tooth.
Tooth?
I think so.
Need tape quick?
Yeah.
Where?
Hang on.
Oh, that is bad.
Yeah, he got her good. Here, Gavin. Here's this first. It should be on my windshield on this side, I think.
Ready when you are. Where's it at, your thumb?
Don't make it too tight.
He doesn't need his thumb. I'm trying to get it shut up. Good fish, dude.
You good, Gavin? She had hold of it. How's the thumb?
Well, she got me good.
Hurting her just.
It's gashed pretty good.
She shredded that thing.
Let's hit a grenade again. Well, Gavin got the second fish of the night. This is Carrie's pink grenade. I believe it's the same one that she caught a fish on last year. Gavin got out of the box and he said, man, this thing's got so much flashability on it compared to normal. Well, it did. It doesn't now. I bet it'll still work. But, well, Gavin, let's get her out of the bag. Take a look at her. 6.5.
Sweet.
Awesome fish, dude. There she got flash coming out of her gills. She really ate that thing.
Sweet.
All right, let's get her back.
We got her. Yeah, I was reaching down in the net and she got my thumb pretty good. So a little shook up from that, but we'll keep pounding away, try and get another one.
Well, there's the rest of the grenade. So there's really not a musky bait out there that's not going to get tore up eventually, but a lot of times bucktails, where you are wrapping with thread on the flashable into the coil, those teeth over time just start shredding through that epoxy and through the thread, so then you get this. But that fish tore up that grenade, and she tore up Gavin's finger too. So hopefully that black duct tape holds together and we can keep fishing. So Gavin just got that fish on a grenade. A little bit into what we're doing. We're kind of doing, it's half open water. I would say that we're 2 cast lengths off the break. We were seeing earlier today, they're not quite in the open water. They're more so in 2 cast lengths off the break. So instead of being right on that break and working our baits down the break, we're just off just a little bit, because that just seems those fish are just suspended right off that break. Raised a few earlier, and then we were hoping after dark they would go. It took them a little longer than we wanted them to. It's like 12, yeah, right around 12 o'clock right now. One thing I wanted to shine a little light on is this rod. Gavin's obviously from St. Croix, does a lot of the prototyping and designing of the rods. This one here is a prototype that he's working on. And it's just one thing that's cool about it is with me and Brad working with St. Croix and on the pro staff, we get to test out all these prototype rods, like when we're guiding and whatnot. So to end up to the final product is really dialed in of what we need as musky fishermen. So this one, so far, I really like it so far. Very sensitive tip, but still got good enough backbone to really throw that big rubber bait and really be able to feel those bites very well. So we're going to stick it out for just a little bit longer probably, and then head out of here.
Well, that's a wrap for day one. Couple fish, some good action. I think we had, I don't even know, 8, 10 follows, a few after dark, and but I'll tell you, we're going to be back out tomorrow night. Gavin got a really good gash. That fish kind of just whipped up when he was trying to get the hooks out. Tooth took him right to his thumb and laid that thing right open. So we're going to get him in, and kind of seems like the window closed anyway. So get him cleaned up, fixed up. Hopefully that thumb's pretty good tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. Pretty bad deal, but we'll be back at it tomorrow night. Hey Chase, what did we get from Team Rhino Outdoors?
Big dog, St. Croix. We got 2 offshore planer boards, leaders from Stealth Tackle. We got the new braid, some Cortland, and some Bahio sunglasses.
Wait, Carrie.
What are you guys doing?
10-inch hex. Husky with this. Got a new pounder and 2. Check out teamrhinooutdoors.com for all your musky gear. Musky bumper, measuring fish since 2008. Musky boards that come in 3 different sizes, left and right-handed variations. They measure accurately up to 60 inches. Stainless steel hardware, lightweight and durable, and they float. We measure your success. Find us at muskybumper.com. Testing. 1, 2. Got some goodies. So, been really cold up here, and I think my nose hairs are growing. It's really weird and stuff.
Day number 2, getting back out on the water a little bit later than I actually planned, but we had a lot of work to do in the shop, getting Chase set up with Muskie bumper, and of course Muskie Mayhem tackle's busy, so doing orders and getting the work done. Now we got to get some work done tonight. We're back out for the night bite. It's a little bit different day, a little bit cooler. It's the day before 4th of July, and we got a bunch of clouds, a little bit of a front coming through. But we got full moon tonight, and I'm hoping we get a little bit of light from that moon, but we're going to see what takes place. We also built another grenade, so we're set. That last one got a little bit rough. We'll see what takes place.
I like the weather a lot. It's been flat, calm, and hot every day, and right now we got a little bit of a wind, some good clouds, and we got sunset. So we're gonna hit a couple new spots. Since we have those fish from last night, we know where they're at, right off a couple of these break lines. So hopefully we can find a new pot of fish before it gets dark, and then if that doesn't work out, we're gonna get right back on the fish that we were fishing on all night last night. So stay tuned. Hopefully they munch. I think they're going to.
What do all Muskie Mayhem Tackle Pro Staffers have in common? Big fish pictures. Choose the brand that the pros choose. Muskie Mayhem Tackle. Let the mayhem begin.
Magnum Ventures Inc., a woman-owned company, has you protected when it comes to snow, sand, and wind structural fencing products, providing residential, commercial, governmental, and Department of Transportation options for superior property and roadway protection. Proudly made in the USA, Magnum Ventures Structural Snow Fence reduces the drifting and icing of roadways, decreasing the number of accidents and the need for roadside assistance. Contact Magnum Ventures at www.magveninc.com for your project needs.
Getting to that time. So during the daylight I'm throwing the tube with a high-speed reel. I'm going to go ahead and get my rod ready for night. So got a Calicut TE low gear with the paddle handles. That way you can go really slow and really feel your bait the whole time. When you got that power gear, it's hard to feel those blades spin and going as slow as you need to go. So it's much better to get a low gear reel with the paddle handles. I am going to go silent again with the painter catfish. Like I said last night, this bait is kind of cool for nighttime because it really isn't. It's a rubber bait and it looks like it'd be really heavy, but it's not. He doesn't have much weight in it, so it doesn't really sink very fast. And just a nice, just slow roll After dark, that thing's pushing a ton of water, and I'm just gonna be reeling it in about like that. Just nice and ultra slow. Just not really any stop and goes or whatsoever. Every once in a while I will, but generally they eat it just that nice, slow, straight retrieve.
Well, it's getting to that time. It's getting dark. We got a good fireworks show going on behind us. Things are looking up. They're a little bit shallower tonight, it seems like, but we're definitely going to check those outer breaks as well. Just slow rolling a cowgirl right now. We've got a detonator in the water, and Chase is running a B-52 still. So we'll probably make some changes here shortly. Once we start getting on some fish, we'll see what happens.
You're quiet on that one.
I almost couldn't tell right away. She just barely grabbed it.
Yeah. Whew. Same pink grenade. Well,
Yep.
new one. We just built that one.
Just built her, crawling it super slow, and she woofed it. Got that front hook again, like always.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Super nice fish. First fish of the night. Back on the spots that we seen our fish on last night. Gavin got it done on the mini grenade, pink. Let's get her back.
Well, I'm out here with Brad and Chase again. We're out here crawling grenades and new PB for me, so can't beat that.
Lights.
There it goes.
Seriously?
Yeah. Looks like a pretty decent one.
Yeah, it's pretty 44, 45-ish. Well, pink Cisco got bit. Just pulled up on another spot that we seen some fish on, and got me right at my 8. But I don't know, barely tapped it. I don't know where it was hooked at, but who knows? There's more. We gotta get a couple more.
Fish.
You got you one.
Little squirt on the big grenade. Maybe got to start throwing the mini grenade so I can get a bigger fish. I don't know. The big grenade gets the small ones. I don't know. This is new to me.
Weird.
Pretty crazy. All these grenades are available at Team Rhino Outdoors. Check them out. A great opportunity at night fishing. When you're fishing just off those breaks, the beauty of it is it'll just slowly fall right down that break, and it's amazing how many times we have these fish. They'll come right up to the boat, another boat side hit. Pretty amazing. That bait starts climbing back up towards the boat. They just can't resist it. Getting a few sprinkles here, we'll get her unpinned and we'll show her to you. Front hook, both side eat. Getting a few little sprinkles here. Beauty of it is Gavin got that fish right off the edge in the open water. This one we turned right back up, got back on the break, and tons of fish out here. Nice little healthy fish. Can't complain about that anytime. Always awesome night fishing. Man, I love it. Nothing gets better than this. Let's get her back in the water.
Awesome.
You're free, lady. You can go home now. Tensing up. Go home. Grow up. There she goes. Straight down to the bottom. Right on the brakes. Well, that's a wrap. You know, we moved a few more fish, but definitely windows were a big key in this whole night deal. You know, last night had about an hour window. Unfortunately, Gavin took that tooth to the thumb, kind of chewed him up. We had to get off the water. Tonight, we got about an hour window there, 30 minutes or so. And we had some other follows early before it got dark. Had some follows after those two fish, but man, they really slowed. But I want to thank Gavin for coming up and joining Chase and I. Not only Gavin, but St. Croix and the whole family there as well for all the support that they give us. So definitely had a good time. Hopefully everybody learned something from this night deal. It's always fun. You got to get out there. There's windows. You still got to work just like you do during the day, but it can pay off.